Sorry about that, guys. We are back with the old mics, trying to test out some new microphones, but technical difficulties. I think that's our fault. We should have tested them out right before then. Smart idea, SG3. Anyways, it's not all your fault.
I try.
So, regardless, guys, let's
I
just
wanted to have a
open.
deeper voice, man. Leave me alone.
So, regardless, guys, back at it to the segment, and that is Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. And look, like I said, I'm not gonna fault them for trying something, but it just seemed. See, there you go. I see. We got the old microphones, so
It works.
works. We're gonna test out the new ones eventually.
Firstly, introduce yourself because you didn't introduce yourself the first time.
I am the Windy City Savage.
I am me, the pointed man, SG3. How y'all doing tonight? Let's keep going.
Alrighty, so yeah, we're trying to speed it up because we had some technical difficulties. Obviously, new mics weren't tested. We just thought we could set them up and go. Amateur mistakes. We live and learn. That is life. But look, life is this too. Cody Rhodes should have learned from his mistakes 2 years ago as well. One against The Rock.
Yep.
For trusting the great one. I mean, he is the great one. But
really
trusting him and then getting his ass whooped real bad.
Really
and then last year again for trusting The Rock and trusting John Cena, going in for the hug and getting kicked in the dick. And this year was no different. If anything, I'm putting it this way. If anything, I think Cody Rhodes is the guy to blame for himself for being once again in a vulnerable position, and not only in a vulnerable position, but giving Randy Orton the okay when he said, "Listen to the voice in your head."
Yeah, well, he knows how that goes.
And then Randy did what Cody did say, and next thing you know, bam, Cody Rhodes ended up getting kicked in the dick once again.
Literally.
So, look, but regardless of the segment, it just felt awkward. And I'm advocating for Randy Orton to turn heel for quite a while.
You have been. You really have been, though.
But the thing is, I felt like they could have waited a week, another 2 weeks, tease it a little bit more, add a little bit of storyline, a little teasers back and forth, get it built up and all. But it felt like you're trying to rush through it because they know they have 5 weeks left. But instead of letting it simmer, they just want to rush through it and hope for the best. I don't know, man. I didn't hate the segment, but I also didn't like it as much. I'm like right in the middle. I thought it was okay for what it was, and I'm not gonna bash it too much, but I felt like we're just missing a lot more ingredients to tonight's whole, him turning. It just felt too rushed. I felt like it could have waited another week. What do you think?
Personally, I feel like they could have waited maybe one more week. But yet, from all the teasers we've got, I think there was just it was eventually going to happen.
Okay.
So we got it. However, though, now it leads into different things. So I want to see their angle now where they're going to be like, oh, Cody's going to come on to fight Randy. And Randy's like, you know what? Maybe I want to fight. Maybe I don't. Go from there. And you know what? Maybe they're probably going to have, and I could see this build being kind of like a build up to like a WrestleMania 20.
Mm-hmm.
Where they will go at it here and there, kind of like fight each other, and then eventually like, you guys got to stop it, stop fighting each other. Remember the old rivalry, Triple H with Shawn Michaels, where that I could feel like that could be the same thing. It's like right now you have it, so it's like week after week we have like either a tense, moment or a face off or actually just straight up fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see that happening, and that's actually going to be what's best for TV.
Look, I agree with you. I just don't know, man. I just don't feel like it was too much of an investment tonight to turning them heel right away. I feel like they could have just waited 2 more weeks, done it at a tag match, and have Orton leave, or out of nowhere, punt kick them. See, here's the thing. I feel like that's what we're missing is a punt kick tonight. Yeah. If a punt kick instead of that steel chair that really wasn't on his head, it was on the on the staircase. That's where it really hit him at. Yeah. We could have got a punt kick during the end. I don't know, man. I just felt like it was short a bit. I'm not saying it was bad, and I'm not saying it was good. I'm in the middle. I'm debatable right now. So let's read another comment.
Franco Flame Forever. Hey, welcome back, brother. We saw you last week. Well. We got the Viper. The Usos will interfere in this Roman Reigns and CM Punk. How y'all doing?
We're doing so far so good, my man. How you doing today?
How you doing, brother? I remember last time I think you were at work, right? He was at work a little bit late. So how's work going for you, brother?
I don't think that was him. I think that was someone else. Yeah. So regardless, though, yeah. So far it's been crazy. It's a lot of turns. It looks like. So we have like either CM
Jelly
Punk.
Roll came out even Jelly Roll came out to like console Cody Rhodes after the assault.
See, Well, that's the thing. I did like that. I did like that Randy Orton actually attacked Nick Aldis finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, like, but he this time as a dominant heel, like he
Mm-hmm.
attacked him, and then as well as pushed out Jelly Roll.
Mm-hmm.
And see, here's the thing: this whole SmackDown tonight, honestly, I was just waiting for this segment. Everything else just seemed kind of like filter. I mean, the Drew McIntyre quitting segment was entertaining, but it was kind of already a given that he was going to come back later tonight. No way that I thought this guy was going to quit and walk away and not show up and go film his Highlander movie. Nah, he was going to come back. He did the whole Bret Hart thing where, I quit, but then I come back the same night. So that's what he did, obviously. But it just felt like it was filtered until this segment in itself. We did see Jelly Roll on Miz TV.
Yeah.
And that looks like where that direction is going to head to. That we're going to have a celebrity match at WrestleMania with the Miz and Jelly Roll. Look, I'm not so excited for that because I feel like Jelly Roll is still kind of green, even though he is passionate, even though I think he is entertaining. I definitely like Jelly Roll. I don't know, man. As a celebrity match, is that one did you want to see at Mania? I rather had Bad Bunny because I feel like he could actually step in the ring and wrestle a little bit. But Jelly Roll is still kind of green in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But if someone's gonna take care of him in the ring, I think the best veteran would be the Miz.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Miz. The Miz, honestly, he reminds me of a young Bret Hart, or just Bret Hart in general. Because and I'm not saying technical wise, but in regards to I'm gonna wrestle you, you're gonna get home safe. I'm gonna get home safe. That's all I care for. And we're gonna put on a show. We're gonna have fun. But at the end of the day, though, you're safe. I'm safe. Our lives are gonna continue. There's no lingering injuries because of this. That's one thing I definitely do like. I definitely have admired about the Miz for a lot of his.
Well, he's a
lot of his
veteran, man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, even when he wasn't, when he kind of like started picking that up as at the moment he walked in, like, hey, dude, you're putting your life on the line, putting my life on the line.
Well, that's what every wrestler should do because you're no matter what, you're in the ring, you're in charge of one or the other. You're supposed to take care of the other. And if another one's a green guy, like a celebrity, you're supposed to help in and be the veteran and make the moves. Because they're not going to put him with another green guy. Because the next thing you know, we have a bunch of injuries on the board.
And injuries and everything.
Bad TV. So, look, like I said, it's not as great of the SmackDown that I hope to be. And that is with the Road Dogg getting fired.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no Road Dogg to blame anymore. So who's to blame now for SmackDown being bad? So I did hear earlier today that the Road Dogg didn't resign. He just kind of like it kind of went bad. Like the whole interaction between him and WWE wasn't like mutual. It was more like he just quit and left. Like he just didn't want to be there anymore. And it's not really mutual that they came to some sort of respect agreement. It just seemed like a really bad way. He just left and quit, and he got frustrated with the whole probably creative team. I don't blame the guy. I mean, look at the shit that we're having right now. It's not as great, the product on SmackDown, and he got blamed for most of the
all of it.
All of it. And now that I look at it, he's not there. So who's to blame? Because no matter what, in the end of the day, someone has to sign up for it. Back in the day, it was Vince McMahon. If he gave you the thumbs up, you're good to go. Guess who's in charge now?
Triple H.
Triple H. He gives you the thumbs up, and he says it's good to go. It's good to go. So this is the guy who's really giving the thumbs up. So there's no Road Dogg to blame for tonight's SmackDown. So who's there to blame? Like I said, this segment tonight, the ending was expected. Most looked forward. I'm not going to say disappointed, but I also feel like the crowd play a part of it because the crowd just didn't know how to react to some of this. Like, they just seemed kind of quiet. Then they were cheering. And during the end, Randy Orton did get cheered.
Yeah, he did. I know we were saying it's kind of funny, too. I was like, damn.
And I don't think that's something that WWE wants right now.
No.
Because in the end of the day, what they're going to do again is play it safe. They want the babyface Cody Rhodes to go in there as the ultimate underdog. Once again, tell you the same story that they told you last year against John Cena.
The year before that against
and the year before that with Roman.
And the year before that with Roman again.
So it seems like the same storyline. And at this point, it seems like Cody's probably going to go over Randy Orton. I really doubt he's going to go win his 15. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it because look at it. He's going to lose 2 WrestleManias back to back. Your top babyface. You want him to lose 2 WrestleManias back to back. Does anyone out there think that's going to happen? Be honest. It's back to back to two veterans. Two veterans, guys. I don't really think this is going to happen for Orton now. I think this might happen for him at another pay-per-view like SummerSlam. Maybe wait a little bit, or not even SummerSlam. It could be, I don't know,
Backlash.
Backlash, maybe. I don't know. But regardless, it's not going to happen now. I don't know. It just doesn't. After what I seen tonight, it doesn't sell me well that Orton is going to win his number 15. I think he should. And I think it's going to be a great moment. And I think everybody in Vegas is going to cheer and be happy about it. But
I know I'm between them. Hell
yeah.
ones. Got a couple comments. Frank Flamo forever. I'm doing good, and yeah, I'm in the office working.
Oh, okay.
And this, yeah, I told you. And this Randy and Cody, I've expected like in two ways. One is Randy loses at WrestleMania, and we will get the heel, and he'll win the title of the next pay-per-view. Second part is Randy wins, and Cody will turn heel. I mean, Randy, I think it's clear he'll win.
I don't know, dude. It's just that in the end of the day, so let's put it this way. If you're going to have Cody Rhodes turn heel, you need a top baby face. And that's the question. Who is the top babyface besides Cody Rhodes right now in WWE? Give me one name that's going to sell you merch and is going to sell you to the kids.
Fucking Housen.
Yeah. Anyways, not even him. But you need someone.
He's a merch seller though.
Yeah, but someone's going to sell you to the kids, sell you everywhere, be your champion for the next 5 years. Because you get rid of the top babyface, you don't have anybody. They don't want to push LA Knight. That's for sure. So who else is there now? Oba Femi still green. We don't even know where he's gonna head to. Who else? There's just not that many guys right now. So I don't know. It's hard for me to agree with you on that.
We have a comment. You are cursed.
Yeah,
thanks, Wyatt.
I'm telling you, man, that guy could be something, but he ain't gonna be the top baby face.
He's gonna be the curse of everybody.
We got another
comment. Larry Miguel, I think this is probably your first time. I can't remember if I did butcher that. I apologize, but welcome to the show. We appreciate the comment. Definitely. Damn, what a finish. Honestly, I feel like it personally, watching it, it was expected, but unexpected what he did. I was expecting the old school classic, like stay in the ring, probably RKOs him, and then walks away.
Look, so as far as the presentment of it, the presentation of it, I thought it was great. And I like the fact that Cody was willing to cut himself open to really sell this whole segment tonight. So he did a really good job on the blade job because he bled a lot.
Yeah.
And like I said, the way it all ended, the way he looked, I saw some of the aftermath when he was getting carried off, helped and all. It looked great. It looked great. So the segment itself looked great. I just felt like they could have waited another week, build up a little bit more storyline. But I guess they're panicking a little bit because they only got 5 weeks away. And obviously things are not selling well like they were last year. They're just trying to hurry things up. So I'm going to be optimistic and say, you know what? Let's go with the good. If you guys think it was a good segment tonight,
good.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, or
no,
just don't give me anything.
Thumbs down. Another one is Savage right. Savage is right. They don't have a top baby face in WWE except Cody.
See, that is the thing. I want Cody Rhodes to turn heel. I really do. And he's done great work as a heel back in the day, even in his indie scenes. When he was black hair Cody Rhodes, man, that guy was on another level, and he has that in him still. The issue is we don't have the next top baby face, unfortunately. It's not going to be Seth Rollins. It's not going to be Roman Reigns for sure. I mean, CM Punk? And he's on the other brand. So I don't know. It's hard. It's sad. It's sad that we got to this point of reality that we're running out of top baby faces for WWE.
That's kind of funny, but actually, the next comment literally says, "What if Rollins or Punk or Roman as baby versus Cody heel?" Kind of funny. You read the comment before you read the comment.
I'm not saying those won't be good matches if they were babyface, but I just don't.
But you don't want Roman versus Cody again.
You don't want that. Punk. That's the thing. It's like you have to have these guys basically larger than life. So, your John Cena levels, and Punk is on his own level. Rollins, he's on his own level. I'm not saying he's not a big superstar, but he's not going to be that star.
But the thing that scares me about Rollins is his health, because he's constantly getting injured.
He's always been like that because of his movesets.
That's why I'm like, we got another comment. Cody heel, it's something with a mask and a nose break.
Yeah, it's old classic heel attire.
Yeah,
I like that Cody version. I really did, actually. See, that's the thing. When even Cody was used as a gimmick, he always knew how to sell that gimmick
Yeah.
very well. Smart guy, honestly. That's why I said Cody as a heel will work, no matter if it's comedy or actually a serious Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes. So, like I said, if you could find us a babyface, a top babyface that could sell you merch just like Cody Rhodes, I think they should do it
I think
at WrestleMania. Do the double turn, and that will make fans go crazy because no one's going to expect it. Hell, we could predict it, but honestly, until the day of it happens, we're going to all be shocked. And no one can say likewise. It's like the whole Cena thing last year. But to me, this seems impossible to do.
However, though, hold on, wait. I got a question. When Roman turned heel, who was your top babyface then?
When Roman turned heel. So at the time, we had Owens. So we're talking about the Bloodline days before Cody Rhodes really came in, right?
This is even before the Bloodline started. This is when Roman came in the match with
at the time, I think it was
Braun.
Drew that was still champion, and he was a face. He wasn't heel at the time.
But he wasn't the top babyface, though.
At the time, I think he was, because technically he was champion. I'm not saying he sold a lot of merch.
Didn't he lose a championship? No, that's the year that he faced Goldberg. That was
and then they returned Goldberg to be your champion. And then Braun Strowman, it was a weird year. Remember, this is the COVID era.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird year. You had Bray Wyatt at the same time in there. Nobody was really the top babyface, but we really can't compare that year because that was that weird COVID year that everything was just a clusterfuck of a mess during that time.
And then you had where Roman turns heel. And when Roman turned heel, it was just one of those like, all right, cool. So everyone loved it.
Yeah.
So maybe Frank has a point. Maybe Cody can turn heel right now. And I think it can do.
But here's the thing. I get what you guys looking at it, but look at it as TKO perspective.
Yes.
I want to sell merch and I want to drain your wallet.
Yep.
I'm not saying you guys are on the wrong here. I agree with you guys. I want to see it. The issue is TKO doesn't want to see it because they want to drain your wallet out of everything for merchandise sales. Yeah. And if it ain't from you, it's from your kids or your whatever you got, your nephews, your nieces, it doesn't matter, That's the whole point. So I agree with you. But regardless, I'm excited finally to see where this is going to head to. I hope there's more involvement physically, and mentally.
That's like I said, dude. This could be like a WrestleMania 20 build-up.
Okay. So
where it was Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. Excuse me, Triple H versus Shawn versus Chris Benoit. I was gonna say that for a better name. So basically, with that kind of build-up, where it's like you have like that video package a week before or the day of, but it's like them two just going back and forth, and you can still bring some of that past from them into this package.
I agree. 100% I agree. So anybody else there have any more comments, any theories, any direction you guys think this is going to go? Hey, feel free to comment. Chats are open. Remember, guys, any questions you have, it doesn't even have to be related to any of the topics, anything on your guys' mind, rumors, news, go ahead, comments. The chat's always open. I want to just give a quick shout out there for you guys out there tonight joining us. We appreciate you. We know it's kind of late. But hey, thank you for joining us, as well as we're on the road to 300 subscribers. So, not too long ago, we were at 200. Now we're at 260. So all you new subscribers out there, and for all the guys that comment in the past as well, our day ones and our new guys out here, we appreciate you guys a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, we want to create this platform for everybody to have a voice. So, I don't believe in such thing as a dumb question.
I don't believe
no. Or dumb opinion. Everybody's opinions matters. We're all different. We could all disagree with each other. We could all make fun of each other, but we could still have some sort of level of respect in the end of the day. Me and this guy, we don't agree on everything. That's for sure. But regardless, it's a level of respect, and this is what this platform is here for. So we appreciate you guys out there. But yeah, let's get into some other news. All right. You guys heard about this one. Supposedly, there is something going on backstage that Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar has gone back to creative and say, we don't think Brock should lose another match until his retirement. Get that right. He has a couple of dates he's going to appear pretty soon on. Doesn't mean he has to wrestle. You could just squash whoever is on his way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to have a match. But there is for sure a match at Mania. I highly doubt he won't be on the card. He's going to be on that card.
He has to be on the card.
He has to be. It's a Brock Lesnar Open Challenge. So that means that he's not going to lose that match. It seems like this is a strong possibility because for some reason, Brock holds a lot of leverage backstage. Like, and that's the issue is this. Look, if you're creative, if you're Triple H, why are you scared of this guy? You know what I mean? You're the one signing his checks. You let him go for 2 years because of the whole lawsuit scandal. And basically, we're paying him, the whole freaking time. And for him to come out here and ask for those demands, that's disrespectful. I wouldn't oblige to them. I wouldn't agree to them. I'll be like, you know what? I hear you out, but that doesn't mean I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? We'll think about it. But then when day comes to WrestleMania, squash them. Because the rumor is so far that they might even do Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar in the end of the day.
No.
I don't want to see Obafemi losing. I don't really want to see anybody losing Brock Lesnar at this point. We don't know if he's going to retire this year. It was a rumor, but the rumor was never confirmed, and nor was it confirmed with Brock Lesnar himself that he was going to retire in Minneapolis. My prediction is this. He's not going to retire in Minneapolis. He's going to retire next year at Saudi WrestleMania because they're pulling out all the big names out there, and they're really going to need a Brock Lesnar type to go out there. But if he's not going to lose till then, how many matches do you want him to run by?
3.
At this point, give him all the guys that you just wanted to squash. Kit Wilson. I mean, they're probably going to give out. Like, if they're really going to listen to him and give his demands, they're going to feed him LA Knight. That's a given.
Yeah.
So meaning we're probably not even going to get Obafemi in the end, like they were talking about. We're probably going to give LA Knight to feed him basically to the wolves. That is Brock Lesnar.
Kit Wilson.
Kid Wilson. I mean, like R-Truth.
Yeah,
RC. You know what I mean? All the jobbers and stuff. But like, come on, man. I don't want to see this guy beat Gunther, beat Oba, beat who else is out there?
Not even Sammy, because you're gonna be killing Sammy's momentum heading into next year.
Anybody that has a chance. You're just gonna kill his momentum at this point. I don't know, man. This has left a sour taste in me. And if TKO, Triple H, everybody's willing to agree with this guy and give him his demands, it just shows that they don't have no backbone and they're afraid to let this guy walk because he will walk. But at the same time, you got to show him who's boss. You know what I mean? If he wants to walk away and go do something else, or he has enough money to retire, go ahead, let him walk.
Yeah.
Put your foot down and let it go, man. In the end of the day, it's business is a business.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? The same thing happened to Austin. Nobody bent over for Austin years ago. Vince didn't do it. He let him walk. And Austin walked. Years later, Austin talks about how he regretted this. And guess who that man was that he walked away from? Losing to Brock Lesnar in a Raw match. Out of all things. Couple of comments.
A lot of comments. Congrats on 261 subs. I just hit 170 today. Thanks, brother. We appreciate it, Wyatt.
Hey, congrats to you, man.
Congrats, brother. We appreciate it.
We'll be there when you get to 200.
Heck yeah, we will be. Larry Miguel. Till today, why Austin Theory was Masked Man?
You know, that's a real question. We never really got a really good reason for it. I mean, we needed a character change and he wanted a character development. That's his whole explanation in his promo. But the whole him being the masked man never really made any sense storyline. Now that we got a bunch of masked men going around Seth Rollins and dancing around them.
And the fans shouting out, holy shit.
That and look, doesn't that whole masked men segment that happened on Raw remind you of an episode of Power Rangers with those crazy guys?
The great guys.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just so stupid. But like to this day, I don't understand it. Like, really, they got to retire this whole mask gimmick type of thing. It's getting ridiculous. Old. Yeah.
You know what? They're gonna put him on 2K27.
Maybe I really don't want to see it, but I want to.
Probably like about a 90.
It's like this is creative's greatest gift in the world. It's a masked men.
I mean, this is why you get fans shouting out, "Holy shit!" for 1,000 masked men.
Well, the thing is when you price out your real fans, you get these people that don't know what the hell they want to cheer about. Like even the segment with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes just didn't seem like they knew when to cheer, when to boo. it went to make noise. It just felt like, you know what I mean? Like a wave of down, up, I don't know. At least in the ending, they were cheering Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I could understand. There was a couple of boos, but mostly cheers. What else we got?
Larry says Lesnar got to lose to Obafemi. Yep, got to lose to the ruler.
He has to lose, but that's the thing. If they're gonna put him there and they agree with Lesnar, it's not gonna happen.
Dude,
At the end of the
after
day,
what
they
he
give in
did,
to Lesnar.
after what he did to Rusev, you have to let Obafemi beat Brock.
We have to, but WWE would they?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think if they're letting Lesnar still compete throughout the year, and all these rumors are true, which I think it is, then yeah, no. And not only that, but that shows you, like, okay, so put it this way. As a company, as a creative, as Triple H or whoever's in charge back there, why would you want a guy like Lesnar who doesn't give a damn about the business still be there? Sorry about that, guys. We had a little technical difficulties with the internet tonight, but regardless, we're back at it. What else we got?
TKO don't build careers to take all the soul money of WWE.
Man, at this point, they're taking the soul of it. Yeah. I mean, it's sad to think about it a couple of years back, how it looked compared to now. It's a completely different product, a completely different look. It's just, it seems, it seems like you guys ever, go to fast food back in the day. It had a lot of color, these stores.
Yeah,
Had different
McDonald's was
styles.
super freaking colorful back in the day.
Well, it had different type of styles and all, its own uniqueness. But now that you go into any of these places, they all look alike. So it just looks so bland. It looks like every other company. We had a uniqueness to our own, but day by day, year by year, they're taking that away from us. And it's unsettling. It tastes bad, man. It kind of pushes a lot of the older fans to get out of this, But that's how it is right now. It's really is embarrassing. So any other thoughts on this before we move to the next segment? SG3.
Again, I just think that they're keeping him because he just sells merchandise. And again, it goes based on who's going to be the one to make the final cut.
But that's the thing. Do you agree they should keep him, or you
think? I honestly, dude, if I was WWE, it's one of those like, dude, we tell you who you lose to. Exactly. We're the ones paying your check. We're the ones signing your motherfucking check. We tell you who you lose to, how you lose, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, there's the damn door. You don't even show up enough in order for us to pay us the money we're paying you.
Yeah, that is true. So put it this way. Let's talk about this one. Y'all heard of this one? MJF. Again, gets a platform, able to speak, and this man he's not shy to say. Nope, he doesn't want to hold back, and nor should he hold back at all. Look, whether you agree or disagree, let us know on this. All right. So this is what MJF had to say about, getting booked by WWE, as well as either getting paid better or worse. All right. This is his quote. This is where the best wrestle. We're real premier athletes. We're not models. We're not ex-football players or ex-volleyball players or whatever. This is what we wanted to do from the jump. I cannot, and I cannot. That's what he says. God bless people that do it. People will jump to other places. And he's referring WWE, obviously, to get booked the same or worse, to be confiscated for less. Why? I don't know. Which, that's on him. If the answer is legacy, now hear this one out. If the answer is legacy, you know what I want my legacy to be? I want my legacy to be that my children are going to be able to afford to go to a school they want. They're going to able to afford to go to any restaurant they want. They're going to be able to go to on any vacation they want. They're going to be able to wear the nicest clothes. And that's happening because of I get confiscated what my talent is worth. I'm not going to settle for less compensation. So I get to have I don't get to have my WrestleMania moment. That doesn't make sense to me. My legacy is my family. My legacy is my wife. My legacy is my children, my grandchildren. My legacy is also what I do inside the square circle on this microphone. So He doesn't have any kids, by the way, or a wife, really. I think, or maybe he's married to that one interviewer. I forgot her name, but regardless, he's just talking about in general. Where to me, this sounds like this. He's going to be a day one AEW. He's a loyalist. He's one of those rare breeds, in my opinion, where I don't think he's ever going to switch. Like people are always going to be saying, when is MJF going to move to WWE? It's not a matter of, when is like not a matter of if, is when is going to happen. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think he's going to be a day one AEW and he's going to be a die AEW superstar. I don't think he's ever going to switch to WWE. I don't see it. Not especially how WWE is right now. Back in the day, WWE was built on good storylines, and MJF probably could have fit that mold pretty well. But we're getting to the point where we're complaining about storylines every week. And a lot of these characters that have switched have gotten watered down. Do you think MJF's character right now in AEW is going to strive in WWE? I don't even think so. I think they're going to water him down a lot and basically mute him on the mic where he's good at. And a lot of the stuff that he does in AEW, he won't get away with that in WWE at all. I think he's one of those rare loyalists. Your WCW Sting.
Yeah.
That never jumped ship. And even when he had the chance, he still wouldn't do it because he respected his craft. And yes, he's getting paid a lot by Tony Khan right now to stay in AEW. But I mean, dude, if the man is willing to pay you a lot of money, if it was any of us, why wouldn't we do it? And honestly, he deserves it. I think he's one of their best wrestlers and best talent on the roster. And whenever he's on the mic, whenever he's on video, whenever he's wrestling, because to me, I think he's one of the best wrestlers of our era right now. Because when he wants to, he could put up a 5-star match. And we have seen this before over and over again. He's good on the mic. He has the mic skills. He has the looks. He has the facial expression, which is rare. He stays in character even outside of wrestling. You know what I mean? He doesn't really ever break. Even when he's seeing fans, he doesn't break. He's still that heelish character. That's a rare breed to find. I mean, name me another wrestler that's like him right
now.
No. Few comments.
Couple comments. A lot of wrestlers. There's all from Larry Miguel. A lot of wrestlers go to AEW because they got freedom of their careers. When the wrestlers of the Indies come to WWE, they get buried. Or they got buried.
They got buried. Exactly. They do get buried.
Look at right now, Zack Ryder, excuse me, Matt Cardona.
Well, that's the thing. We knew Matt Cardona was going to get buried. I had no chance, no hope that he was going to ever keep his character in WWE. I already knew right away when he signed, this was just for him to be closer to Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
And to get a stable paycheck. And I think he knew that. Because now every week we see him backstage in these segments looking at, just having a little interaction here and there and going back to eating catering once again. I mean, my preference is this. In a perfect world, we would like to see all these dream scenarios with each wrestlers. You know what I mean? We could see an MJF versus Seth Rollins. We could see Hangman versus Roman Reigns, and we could see, Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles.
It's a dream match right there.
But regardless, it's just not going to happen. I think MJF is really set and really great where he's at right now in life.
He is. And there's a lot of people who want to see their WWE people. They belong there. They're going to stay there. Cool. Same thing. There's people who are AEW, belong there, who want to stay there, and it works. MJF is one of those guys. He belongs in AEW. He belongs with the freedom. He belongs with that sort of, with that promotion and that sort of booking style. Because yes, if he goes to WWE, he's going to be watered down so much.
Yep.
To where it's going to be like, we can't even do a lot of the promos, like the press conference you just have with Adam Page. I saw it, and it was, you can tell, like, I'm looking at like, dude, WWE would not do half of this.
Well, I want to say they want to do half because they did their own half not too long ago, and we're going to talk about that.
I'm saying about like the whole, like, where MJF talked to one of like the reporters and called him a waste of space, but then later on turns around and is like, you know what, man, I want to go ahead and deliver this cup of beer to you.
Yeah, like Larry said earlier, AEW gives them a lot of creative freedom.
Yeah,
it gives a lot of the wrestler creative freedom, which is nice. So I'm not going to praise too much AEW because this could be a really positive thing.
Okay, really bad thing.
It could be a really negative thing. We have seen that negative time to time again in AEW. And this is where it gets criticized. There's a good level of each uniqueness. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's a good level of creativity, but there also needs someone to be out there like a veteran that says, "Hey, you know what? Hey, let's tone that down, man. We can't be putting that out there. It's just too much cringe, you know."
Mhm.
And by the way, speaking about this, creative. Now that the Road Dog's out of WWE, uh, he's actually we're from the Windy City, obviously, and I was looking up local wrestling events. He announced his first return to the ring in quite a while up in Milwaukee, which was kind of odd. And I'm thinking guns in AEW.
Uh,
So it's kind of funny how he goes back to his tag team partner. He's going back into the whole I don't know too much. He's old. But he's gonna do a little performance here and there. I don't know. If I was AEW, I think they need it right now. Why didn't they
mhm.
just get the Road Dog into creative at this point? You know, I don't think he's a bad mind. I think could be a good veteran presence backstage, and that's what they're missing right now. And he's very laid back. It seems like everybody that like basically anyone ever talk about the Road Dog never said anything bad about him. They're usually pretty positive, you know. And even though he's made look like an idiot and unreal, which I disagree, I feel like they set him up there. I think he has a pretty good creative mind for wrestling.
Well,
Sorry to cut you off,
no, no,
buddy.
no, you're good. But here's what I was gonna say. I can see frustration because it's like, dude, we have Chelsea Green here. Chelsea Green can grow. Chelsea Green can do so much. But because of your biased bullshit, I'm sorry for the words, but it's the truth for you. Because of your biased bullshit, it's like, well, she can't go over Tiffy. She can't go over Charlotte. She can't go over this person, that person. It's like, that's more than half your fucking women's roster.
Well, it's
At this
because
point, it's like, dude, you're not putting her over. You're putting her at the level where she belongs, and she belongs at the top. So it's like, dude, if I was Triple H, I'm like, all right, cool. Well, look, you know what? Then who do you want to go her after next? Cool. Put the strap on her. Go ahead. Let's put the title on her. Who challenged her first? Tiffany Stratton. They could do da. You know what? I like it. Who's gonna win? Chelsea, because you want to build her. Cool. Let's go. Who's next? And then it's like you can keep doing that, and that's gonna build Chelsea. But it's like, dude, unfortunately, even though Vince had his guy, Triple H has his guy or girl.
so here's also the thing. You're not wrong, but if you look at that episode and if you look at it, I feel like Road Dog was kind of pissed that he got called out the way he did. And not only that, but he looks like he wanted to say something, but he realized if he disagree with Triple H, you also disagree with the other guys around you on that table, and that may just cost more of a situation than it should. And it's better for him to just give up the way he did, like on live air, like whatever, you got me. You know what I mean? Because like at that point, I feel like he could have made a case, but he just didn't want to because then he would have to fight one head, one head, one
Well,
head,
it's
one head.
because again, it's all biased bullshit. They're over there. It's like when you see like like a Tiffany, like a Charlotte, like Becky, like them. It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna just keep them untouchable, and we
Yeah.
can't let someone from the mid card beat them because, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen? We can't have a fourth woman go big. We can't have that.
Well, it's
And
not.
it's like if you look at Chelsea, it's sorry to cut you off, but if you look at Chelsea, she was literally sitting in the wheelchair and she was interacting with the fans, and that was entertaining.
Well, it's not that the fact that they don't want a fort woman. They don't want a fort woman do it on their own.
Yep.
It's not even a woman. They just don't want any superstars to do it on their own. If someone gets themselves organically grown on their own and the fans go over them, they don't like that because that
No.
was not made by them.
Nope.
That's the whole situation with LA Knight really right now going on. So it is just kind of funny to see. But regardless, I think that's a good spot for Road Dogg to land if he ever wanted to. I don't know their situation. I think AEW really needs this shit because they're missing a lot of stuff too. It's not like they're any better. It's just right now everybody has their pros and cons. So I don't know. We'll see about that. But let's talk about another thing. All
I
right.
got a comment. Chelsea Green takes Money in the Bank in 2027, and we will see.
2027. So next year. Why not this year?
Because I don't know how long she's hurt for.
They said they're so put it this way. Supposedly, it looks like if you watch tonight's SmackDown, why did she have a lot of interactions tonight? A lot of hands-on the match. I think she might be clear pretty soon. I think they're gonna throw off this like more injury timeline to pretend there's a serious angle. But when the time comes, she might be cleared out for WrestleMania to be in a triple threat match between Julia, Tiffany Stratton, and Chelsea Green. And this might be Chelsea Green's time to shine.
I hope so.
So I don't know. She might not be put off the whole year. She might be coming back pretty soon. It could be 2026 Money in the Bank. That's what I would say.
Could be that.
Yeah. So look, man. We already know AEW's Revolution is up this Sunday, right?
Yep.
Alrighty. So so put it this way. I seen this video a couple of times, and it was their their press conference. So when Dynamite ended, we did get announced before it ended that we're gonna have a press conference, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll check out before I log off, obviously, from Dynamite. And for some reason, I give credit for AEW at least trying to do something different, but this was just complete stupidity. It looks so bogus, it's set up. So they tried this press conference away from the ring into backstage segments where they have all these reporters and stuff, asking them questions, and they were away from the fans. I didn't get all that, but they tried it, right? And this whole time you're looking at the setup, it looks bogus. It looks bad production. It looks cheap, tacky.
I couldn't even tell that was Daniel Bryan at first.
Yeah, it was a little odd. The microphones weren't there. And
the sound wasn't there.
And some of these guys that were talking, like the reporters that were going, they just kept going and on and on. And obviously, they were told not to ask real questions, more like
just
storyline. Yeah, tailored to the match. They're going to ask, like, hey, what's your beef with so and so, really? No, they were just tailoring. It just sounded, it looked so cheesy, looked so corny. It came off bad. It just looked like hell, even the babyface Hangman Adam Page didn't seem to fit right in this whole segment at all. It just seemed so awkward. And then they, after that segment, they started fighting each other because the whole drink segment, hey, let's toast with this. Next thing you know, we're back in the ring and we're about to go at it. This whole segment just felt so flat and dumb that I hope to God we never see something like this again. Any other opinions about this? Because I'm going to compare it to another segment that we had not too long ago that WWE's been trying to erase.
Which one?
And that is the Ricky Starks segment.
Oh, God.
Where they had Ricky Starks come along to do a sing-along for Joe Henry, where he came out in this rock vested thing. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
with
about.
The guitar, and he's singing along, and it was just so cringeworthy. Because one, you could tell he's never played a guitar before. Like, he didn't know how to use it. He didn't know how to pick it because he kept saying, like, oh, I got to get my pick right. Oh, I got to get the microphone. Like, the whole segment fell flat because there was no rehearsal, you could tell. He didn't know where to look. He didn't know where to act. And so we heard that this segment was so bad that WWE pulled it off of their network.
Dang.
So the issue is, though, CW did not pull it off their network.
Oh.
So we had that segment where Ricky Starks sing along on the CW's network. You can watch it out there. You can watch how bad it is.
It really is bad.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of things that Ricky Starks also says that he does not want to be compared to The Rock, yet you have him come out looking like the same vest that he would wear, the sing-along, as well. At some point, he started saying, could one of you jabronis come out here? Who says the line jabronis? The Rock. So my thing is, was Edge right? Is he another cheap version of The Rock? This whole thing just made Ricky Saints look really bad. It really did. What else we got?
Monday, guys, 2008. Welcome. I think that's actually the first time that they commented. We appreciate the comment. Thank you for commenting. We appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Refuse to lose. You mean refuse to lose?
Refuse to lose?
Refuse to lose.
Who did he refuse to lose to?
I'm guessing he's talking about Joe Henry.
Oh, Joe. Oh, yeah. I was thinking. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah. Regardless, though, well, this happened a while back before their whole pay-per-view segment. But I don't know, dude. What segment you thought was worse, though? Do you think Ricky Saints segment was worse, or do you think Hangman Adam Page versus MJF segment?
They were both cringy.
So if you had to choose one or the other. Who do you thought was worse? Who, in the end of the day, I guess, what could you compare from both, and what do you think? Okay, maybe I could give this one a little bit more of the edge versus this one over here. You want my personal opinion?
Go for it.
I say Ricky Saints, because this guy is supposed to be one of your top stars in WWE eventually. I don't know why he hasn't got moved to the main roster, right? That should have happened by now. So my prediction is after Mania, he's gonna make his appearance the Monday after Mania. He's gonna show up in some sort of segment, and we're finally gonna have Ricky Saints on the main roster. But you're not trying to compare him to The Rock, yet you made him go out there looking like The Rock, talking like The Rock,
Have the sunglasses
sing along like The Rock. I think Ricky Saints just looked really bad this whole segment. I really do feel bad for him. He's talented, and yet this is what they made his character look like at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say Ricky. Couple comparisons. One is AEW did what I was wanting WWE to do for like a long time. So like have a couple press conferences here and there, but not single. Actually do the double press conference. Have like a moderator, like boxing.
Mhm.
Boxing, WC, like all that stuff. Hype it up like for WrestleMania, that kind of stuff. Like when it's coming like the big matches coming up. Then you have that. And I thought they were gonna do it when they started WrestleMania 40. When they started that, I'm like, oh, dude, we're finally gonna get like them actually talking fourth wall, whatever. But they didn't, which unfortunately, I went there. But the Ricky Saints one, it was off tune, it was off key, it looked like he just didn't know what to do. So I'll probably I go Ricky.
You could tell it wasn't rehearsed at all.
But it was just like, all right, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this and see how it gets the reaction. You see, and then like the way he was walking through it,
he didn't know what he was doing.
No, you could tell he really wasn't because you're sitting there like, you see, we got the person's image in the background.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
Dude, he sound like freaking Bill Cosby. You could you with the boo boo bazoo. I was like, no, dude, no.
Yeah, I feel like he panicked because he realized that everything wasn't aligned, like time wise, because he was waiting for some cues and they weren't going. So I think he panicked and he just started like stuttering all this. This is what we do here. We make fun of this guy. It seems so awkward. It seemed really bad for him. WWE tried to erase this, but like it's funny that the CW didn't take that clip off of their own channel at that point,
which is awesome.
Which is just hilarious. But yeah,
why it says Ricky was bad? That is my answer.
That is my answer too, because honestly, it was just pretty bad. Any other comments, man? Because like for me, let's put it this way: I don't want to see AEW even doing that stuff ever again. Look, there's no point to have a press conference in the back. Your fans are okay. So here's the thing: the fans are present in the ring, and now they're shown. So for closing Dynamite, you're paying tickets for an event. For closing Dynamite, you're put on a video package to see people having a press conference in the back. When this all happened, you could hear the fans boo the crap out of this, as well as says either bullshit or boring during this whole segment. That's how bad it was.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't do it after the show. You do it the day before, and that's you hype it up. But you know what? I understand you're doing Collision, but you could do maybe like before Collision, or you could do it after Collision, but like in a separate entity. And again, remember Collision, you can start your up and coming stars, and then whoever's going to be on the card, then you do the press conference. We got a quick comment. Laughing my ass off. Bill Cosby, that is hilarious. He did sound like him though. It was like, really, dude? You're gonna do this right now?
Some crazy shit, man.
It really was.
So let's talk about some other news, and that is with AAA. I don't know if you saw, but El Niño Hamburguesa, he got fired. So there's a video out there. I don't know if you guys seen it, where he's out there wrestling and he's getting heckled by a fan at some point. And so he's sitting around there, right? He's trying to sell this move. And the fan, I think, kept heckling him. And then out of nowhere, he took it, to his own business and elbowed that one fan in the face. And that in itself, it's a big no-no for WWE. But apparently, this has always been going on for years. That wrestlers in AAA have done this before, time after time after time again. The issue is, though, when you're owned by a company that has more eyes on the product now, it's a little different. Yeah. So obviously, didn't go well, and he got released the following day. Look, I get it though. Fans some fans could really heckle the shit out of you. Some fans could even get physical with you.
Yeah.
Now, if you get physical with you, that's one thing. I feel like you could put your hands on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is allowed. But if they're just talking smack here and there, dude, I mean, what is your opinion over all of this? Like, what do you think? What you think what he did was right? Because at the same time, if he's done it before, which it seems like he has, maybe he just thought he was still in character. Maybe he thought that, hey, maybe WWE's not gonna notice this shit, or maybe it's not a big deal before. Why would it be a big deal now?
It's once again, it's who you have looking at your product,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not anymore by AAA. Now it's a different company. It's a very, very different company, and you have to understand there's rules and regulations, regardless of whether you've done it before. It's like you're in, okay. Let's put it. You work at a job right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get hired for almost basically the same thing at another job. Can you do the same thing at your current job or at your new job? You can't because it's a new place of employment.
Exactly.
Same thing here. I mean, and I get it. It probably made it entertaining. Now, mind you, if it was like a friend of his and he was a plant, fine, cool. Then you know what? WWE was on the wrong with that. They should have asked more questions. And then maybe, all right, cool. If he's a friend of yours and you guys do this and you pay him money, whatever, cool. That comes out of your pocket. That's your decision. Fine. But now you're putting fans at risk. And WWE has never been that kind of company to put fans at risk.
That is true.
Minus the
Actually,
minus the Stone Cold Steve Austin incident that happened at WrestleMania a couple years ago. It was drunk and smashed into the barricade. But that's not the point of the conversation.
yeah. Honestly, man, I'm at to agree, man. It's just like in the end of the day, it's a big no now that especially now that it's owned by WWE. Even if I guess they said that it didn't appear like he actually hurted him, but even getting close to touching him, there's a lawsuit involved. And now that WWE has part of your promotion in their hands, they're not gonna want any piece of that. So I think for now, it's a lesson learned. You know, be careful what you do when you're in with the bigger promotions at this time, because none of that shit's gonna fly anymore. Hopefully, he can find a job because I feel like
he's gonna go to CMLL.
Maybe this is a learning lesson, regardless. You know, it's a learning lesson for him because I also feel like this is just part of his character.
Yeah.
And he's never really meant to hurt him like that. Because it didn't look like he hit him all the way with the elbow. More like, come on, just get off me, fool. But let this be a learning lesson. Hopefully, when he finds next employment, doesn't do this again and just be a little bit more professional, man.
Yeah.
Because you're on live TV. You're not on the indie scenes anymore at this point. So yeah, we'll see what his future holds at that point. Let's talk about one more thing, and that is WrestleMania prices seem to decrease
a lot.
So little by little, I want to say it was dramatically effect. It just went from like, first in okay, so when we got the first waiver release, it was high.
Very high.
Very high. And so when December hit and they realized these things weren't selling as much as they want, that's when they had these promotions and sales.
25%, 20-something%.
But it didn't last long. No, they right away decided to take it off and go back to normal. And then they realized that once again, these WrestleMania tickets are not selling as well as they should. So again, they put out some more sales and they put out some more sales. I'm attending this year's WrestleMania, and this is probably my last WrestleMania for good because I just told myself after these prices, regardless, like if TKO keeps rising up these prices for any event, even Raw or whatever, SmackDown, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to attend anymore. It's just ridiculous. This will be probably my last Mania, but I did got my ticket, and we got them with a group of friends. We got them buy 3, and you get a 4 ticket for free. And this was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And that was a pretty good deal in itself. And we got in the pretty lower sections, so we're able to see. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. Now it's even lower pricing. So now they're starting to feel the effect of this. Now they kind of gave up. And like, we have to really lower these prices down because we're not even close to 40,000 yet. And around this time, they were about 40,000 to 45,000.
Mm-hmm.
They're still barely trying to crack that 40 from either night. So look, this is my thing. I wish I didn't buy my ticket sooner. I wish I'd have waited. Because in the end of the day, you as fans have so much power in your hands with the buying abilities. And this is what happens is that we're making TKO crack at this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that you don't attend, because if you bend over and let them take care of you the way they have for the last 2 years, in the end of the day, they're gonna win. They're gonna charge up even more.
Yep.
They got greedy. They got greedy because they saw how well WrestleMania 40 sold. But that was a good card.
Stacked card.
And they basically
Minus one match, but that's the point of the conversation.
but regardless, next year's WrestleMania, they broke records, but guess what? They didn't sell well for attendance. They broke the record because they upcharged these tickets. That's how they broke all these gate records. But now I feel like they're not going to even break last year's gate record at all. Even though it is a little bit more expensive, if prices did drop in price, how much money did you really make in the end?
They probably cut even.
Yeah.
But you know they're gonna say that they did.
They're gonna lie about it. They're gonna inflate their numbers, obviously. And that's just kind of sad if they do. Do you see another wave of decreases happening? Do you think so? Right now, we got 2 main events, and we got a bunch of cards that are probably going to be announced. Oh, by the way, the Bellas did come back, and they're probably going to compete in the tag team match against Nia Jax and Last Legends, but that's going to be a whole mixed setup. I feel like we're also going to have Charlotte and Alexa Bliss in that mix. It's going to be like a fatal 4-way tag team match. So we're going to see something with that. But regardless, right now, we have 2 main events. You have Roman Reigns and CM Punk. That should be night 2. Because that's probably the biggest match at that WrestleMania. And then night 1 is going to be Cody versus Randy Orton. So you tell me, are these needle movers?
Nope.
I don't think so. And they could be. But once again, we're just lacked in storyline. And at this point, it's just so close to WrestleMania. We don't have enough time to sell these stories very well. Everything just seems rushed. I'm not saying that Punk and Roman segments are not good. When they're both there, it's gold.
Keyword
when they're there. But when Orton and Cody Rhodes tonight, it just felt a little rushed. It felt good. But it felt like these are just going to be rushed from here on, and they're not going to sell those extra tickets that they're expecting.
Felt this for the last 2 WrestleManias. I've been feeling this for the last 2 WrestleManias.
As in,
it feels rushed, closer to WrestleMania. It feels like a lot of things are just like, dude, we need to get more butts in the seats. Sell it. Do this. And again, I'm not sitting here and saying I miss him, but I miss him as a booker. Vince was starting the seeds and the planting right from Royal Rumble, or at least before Royal Rumble. Sorry to cut you off. Keep going.
I feel like you're right about the last 2 years, because I feel like WrestleMania's 40 clusterfuck of a schedule mess that ended up well for them gave them hope that if we have nothing going on for us, we could always throw in that whole spark to it. Because you remember there was supposed to be The Rock and Roman, and next thing you know, we got this whole clusterfuck of a mess. But the issue here's the key thing: we had The Rock in that segments. The Rock what made it great that WrestleMania, but we didn't have him the following year, and they tried to have the same formula where everything was just rushed towards the end, and nothing went well.
No, and I mean, dude, look, it's like I said, if I'm going to talk about the bad match, Jay versus Jimmy, I was expecting a better match. All we just got was a super kick fiesta and then walk away. So at this point, again, I'm going to go back to what I said before. I miss Vince for that, where he would, from at least a month before the Royal Rumble, you will start seeing some seeds get planted. And then right around now, you will start having more solid card. You will at least have 5 to 6 matches, not only 4. And that's what I feel like it's only been advertised has been 4, maybe 5. Everything else has been speculation by fans, by writers. Vince would tell you right about now, with 5 weeks left, we can add maybe 3, 4 more, 5, 6 more when he did the 2 nights. But at least you had a good chunk of the card already in your grasp.
True.
So that's what got you excited for WrestleMania. And that's why, like I said, for the last 2 years, personally, I don't feel that, and I don't feel this.
So that being said, are you feeling excited at all?
Meh.
So, but we're supposed to have an announcement of 16 matches, my man. What do you think those 16 matches are going to be about? Do you think we're going to get one that's Asuka versus Io Sky?
I was hoping we would.
I think that might happen, actually. If so, what do you think the storyline is going to be about?
Basically, what's the Kyrie saying, actually wanting her freedom.
Kyrie saying finding freedom?
Yeah, I can see that happening. Kyrie Sane wanting her freedom, and then eventually, after that, Io's gonna come in like, Kyrie, come on, you can be free, and then like that could be like something that could spark that.
Honestly, so here's the thing: if you're not noticed, that WWE is basically trying to keep this whole Oscar and Io thing away from
Yeah.
pay-per-views for quite a while, because this storyline's been simmering for almost like the past year.
Yep.
And I think they were waiting for WrestleMania. So I feel like this is probably going to be one of the best matches of the night at that point. So, okay. So, with that being said, guys, we have AEW's Revolution coming up this Sunday. And with that being said, we're going to go real quick into the predictions of these match types. Alrighty. And that's starting off with the first match Ricochet versus Tommaso Ciampa as what? Oh wait, sorry, I read this wrong. So this is going to be a 21-man blackjack battle royal for the AEW National Championship, and this is the one that's going to be on the pre-card. I heard.
Okay.
And this is your champion Ricochet, though. It's crazy for me that Ricochet is going to be on the pre-card as champion. I don't understand that.
But yeah, he is the one that left because he wasn't getting the respect he wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So out of this one, who do you think is going to win? I don't know, man. I feel like Ricochet has to basically retain this one because it just looks dumb for him to lose on the pre-card of the whole match tonight.
I could also maybe Tommaso Ciampa winning it, but I'll go Ricochet. But I can see Ciampa actually winning it.
I don't know about Ciampa. I feel like he's too tied up right now with the storyline with Mark Briscoe.
Yeah.
So I'm just go with Ricochet retaining. On to the second one, and I think Willow Nightingale's pulling double duty tonight.
Okay.
So it will be Willow Nightingale versus Lena Cross, and this is going to be for her AEW TBS Championship. I'm just giving it a no-brainer. It's going to be Willow Nightingale. Yeah. I don't think they want to switch titles right now on her, and I think she's a good fit right now to just keep running with that title until Mercedes Moné comes back, which I'm going to make a prediction. It's going to be somewhere tonight. I mean, somewhere in that night of Revolution, she's going to make her appearance.
I can see it.
After a long hiatus in AEW. So it could be this match. So it could be during the end of the match.
Okay.
So we'll see. All righty. In the next match, we have Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall. I forgot Big Boom AJ is coming back to wrestling once again. Versus the Infantry. Look, man, this is just gonna go with Big Boom AJ getting the win. It's a celebrity spot. Yeah. It's the same thing that we would do. I mean, WWE would have Jelly Roll beat over the Miz, so I feel like Big Boom AJ is gonna win as well. Another couple of comments, real quick.
Couple comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, Frank. We appreciate that.
We appreciate that, my man.
Ricochet is my pick. Willow, no question. Thanks, Wyatt. We appreciate also your
Big Boom.
Big Boom. Yep. Yeah, all three of us are basically almost the same picks.
Alrighty. And so with that as well, we'll go on to the next couple of cards. We got Darby, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong. So we didn't know for quite a while where Roderick Strong was sitting at with Orange Cassidy, but we found out on Dynamite when he finally made his appearance back, and it looked like he was going to help out the Dogs. So we gone from the War Dogs to changing their names to the Dogs. I don't know. I don't like that name, dude. No. I like David Finlay. I like Gabe Kidd and Cart Clowners, but the Dogs does not suit them well. To me, they're always going to be known as the War Dogs. This kind of reminds me of when, obviously, Bullet Club with JY came in, and instead of calling themselves Bullet Club, they named themselves Bullet Club Gold. I guess now they're the Bang Bang Gang, which I feel like it suits them better. But this just kind of reminds me of that. Dogs. All right. So who do you have going over on this one, SU3? I'll let you kick it off first. You got Darby, Orange Cassidy, Roger Strong versus
Orange is my guy, but I think the Dogs are going to take it.
I'm going to go with the Dogs because you have David Finlay making his debut. You have them look strong, and you have to give him the reason why he want to join NXT. You're going to make this guy look strong, and he has to pick up the win. Who do you think is going to pin out of all three?
Either Darby or Roderick Strong.
I'm going to give it to Orange Cassidy.
I can see that one too, though.
Yeah. You got to pin someone, and I want to see him pin Orange Cassidy to pick up the win at that point. And that's going to bring that man up to skyrocket because, like I said, David Finlay is the guy that you have to push in AEW and not get lost in that sauce where Tony Khan gets excited, brings in his new toy, look at this. And then when he sees another toy, all right, you're old news. Get back in the bin.
He's like Andy from Toy Story when
Toy
he got
Story.
bust.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Strange things are happening to David Finley. I hope not.
Uh-huh.
So what else we got there? We got a
Darby, Orange, and Strong is my pick. Ooh, Wyatt. Okay. Okay.
okay, Wyatt. So we're gonna compete that day. Alrighty. So far, Wyatt got one against, and we're one for the other. All right. So we got the next one. The Babes of Rat, Harley Cameron, and Willow Nightingale. Again, double duty versus Megan Bain and Lena Cross. And this
Lena
is gonna
Cross
be for
is
the
also doing double duty that
doubles.
night.
Oh yeah, she is too. This is gonna be for the AEW's Women's World Tag Team Championship. I feel like so. Here's the thing. I feel like if they're doing double duty, I feel like they might lose their titles here. But
They're
that's just
both
me.
doing double duty though.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't think they're both gonna win the. You know what I mean? They're gonna retain. This is a hard one. You know what? I'm gonna just go with the Baszler Rat. I guess for the safe pick.
Yeah, I was gonna say safe pick. I'll go Babe's Wrath.
I would like to see though Megan Bain get some gold because she looks. I mean, she looks fantastic. She has the look. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Megan Bain. Megan Bain and Lena Cross are your new tag teams women champion. I guess SG3 is gonna go with the Baszler Rap.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, let's just go with that. Let's go half and half. To the next one. This is gonna be a good one to me. This is gonna be Timeless Tony Storm versus Marina Shafir. And here's the thing: everybody's banned from ringside, so you're not gonna see nobody out there trying to interfere, especially the Death Riders.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna be a good match. Anything with Tony Storm to me is always a classic.
It is because she's timeless.
Who do you have winning?
Timeless.
Hmm.
By the way, we got a comment. I'm going retain championship. So yeah, basically Babe's Wrath. So me and Wyatt versus you on the last one.
I just do it because I really do want to see Mega Bang with the gold.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Baszler Rap gonna retain. Alrighty. See, here's the thing. They're trying to build Marina Shafir to be the stronger character, and they're doing a good job of it. While Timeless Tony Storm, you could afford a loss because she's always has that great character in her. In a perfect world, I want to see Marina Shafir win this one because I think it would elevate her even higher. But I feel like Timeless Tony Storm is going to win this one.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Wyatt saying I'm going with Tony Storm. Yes, I agree. I'm going with Tony, but I feel like Marina should win because I feel like this is going to elevate her more. And I feel like Tony Storm has nothing to lose at this point. She could lose another match and still be fine the way she is right now. Honestly, she's one of the most wall over women wrestlers right now in AEW. And then the next match would be the Don Callis family. This is with Okada, Fletcher, and Mark Davis versus Mystico, Jet Speed, which we all know is what's it called? Jet Speed would be Kevin Knight and Speedball. So 3-on-3. Who do you have? And by the way, this is for the trios match. So this is for the AEW Trios Championship. Do you think the titles tonight, or do you think the Don Callis family retains them?
Screw it. Let's go and Jet Speed.
I'm gonna go with Don Callis retaining.
I see that though, but I'm just gonna
So my man has Jet Speed, which would be Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight, and Mystico winning. Well, I'm gonna go with the Don Callis family because I feel like they just barely got the title, so I feel like they're gonna give them a little longer run. And yeah, I feel like they're gonna win. I would like to see Jet Speed hold some gold again. So yeah. We got Tekla versus Chris Statlander. And this is obviously going to be a 2 out of 3 fall for the AEW's Women's World Championship. Tekla is the champion right now. She did beat Chris Statlander. So with that being said, I'm gonna go with Tekla. Don't make any sense why they're gonna drop the gold on her back to Chris Statlander after they just got her to win. I think Tekla is the future of AEW. And if they push her right, she could be a big star in the company. She has the look, she has the skills in the ring. I think she's great. I really do, and I think she still should be continuing as champion into the next following couple of weeks. What else we got down here in the comments?
Wyatt, I'm going with retain champion, so he's gonna go with Don Callis family. Okay.
So what about Tekla versus Chris Statlander? You go the same? You go with Tekla retaining her champion? And this is 2 out of 3. So obviously going to be, even until the last
one with Tekla.
Yeah. Alrighty. So Tekla. So alrighty. To the next one. We got Brody King versus Swerve Strickland in the singles match, obviously. So Swerve is turning heel, and there's no point of him losing at all.
No.
So to me, he's gonna go over Brody King. And he's going to do something heelish on top of that. You know what I mean? He's going to destroy Brody King right after the match. And he's going to try to basically get into that inner evil Swerve Strickland that we saw a few years ago before he turned face once again. So that's my prediction.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Swerve.
So Swerve Strickland's an easy one. And if they make him lose, honestly, that'll be a dumb move. And the next match would be Andrade El Idolo versus Bandito. Who do you have for this one?
Andrade.
I'm going to go with Andrade because, honestly, this guy should be pushed higher on the AEW ranks. The guy just has the charisma.
Yeah.
That guy has a fantastic fucking wrestling skills on him.
He does.
And he just has that look of a superstar. And the mic skills are not there, but he has Don Callis right now. Don Callis is great on the mic, whether we like him or not. I love Benito. And I think this is going to be probably the banger of the night.
I think so.
Really good match. This is one of the matches I'm going to look really forward to this Sunday. I really can't wait to see this one. It's going to be chemistry, and it's going to be one match we're going to talk about, and this could be a potential match of the year in my eyes. Comments real quick?
Actually, I think we got a new one. And I apologize for butchering the game. I really do. I'm very, very sorry. I'm going to try my best, though. Foxconn official channel. Welcome to the show. Please like and subscribe. And again, I'm very sorry for butchering your name. Not my intention.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Cody Rhodes never beat Randy Orton in his career. That's also true.
That is true. So, with that being said, do you think Cody loses at WrestleMania? And
I think so.
So that's the thing. This is my concern. Do you think WWE is going to pull the trigger?
I hope they do.
And back to back, Cody Rhodes losing their top babyface. That's my concern. I don't know. I'm gonna just say that as the way things look right now, things could change. Because obviously, I could change my opinions the way the booking goes. But I feel like Cody Rhodes is gonna walk out of Mania as champion because they're always trying to build Cody as the underdog.
Yeah.
Last year they tried to build him sort of as the underdog, and they ends up losing to Cena. So I don't think they're gonna do it back to back in my eyes, but
we'll see.
But that is a good fact. That is true. Cody Rhodes has never beaten Randy Orton in his career. I mean, that's his mentor.
Yeah.
That's why he was in the Legacy, obviously. So it's a good fact out there. So we'll see. We'll see.
Andrade is my pick according to Wyatt.
Oh yeah. So Andrade, yeah, I think that's an easy win. And he should win, honestly. But this is to me is going to be banger of the night. This is the match I'm looking forward to this Sunday. On to the next one. Jon Moxley is your champion, your Continental Champion. And he's going against Takeshita. All righty. So, and this is going to be a no time limit match. So, meaning you're not going to have to worry about time limit and it's going to go to a draw. We're not going to worry about that bullshit. So, with that being said, SG3, who you have here coming out of this match?
Takeshita.
I'm going to go with Takeshita. Because at this point, we saw Moxley hold the title for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's Takeshita's time to shine.
Yeah.
And for him doing this, winning this match, he could set a proper feud against Okada.
Yeah.
And with that proper feud, I feel like Takeshita is finally going to break away from the Don Callis family and move on his own as a babyface.
I can see that.
And honestly, he's a future star of this company. He's one of the future stars, So I think it's a good move for him to beat Jon Moxley.
And Wyatt says I got Moxley training. Okay.
So Moxley. See, here's the issue. I would want to be 100% on Takeshita, but Moxley just has so much power. I'm not saying it's Moxley's idea, but I feel like Moxley is that safety blanket.
Yeah.
When things go wrong, get the belt to Moxley. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah. So I feel like Moxley could retain it in the end of the
I
day.
forgot to I forgot to read one. He also has who's winning? Swerve House.
Yep. Whose house?
Who's house? Swerve House.
Yep. Alrighty. So far we got some agreements and disagreements. Um, to the next match.
FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood with Stokely versus the Young Bucks.
So we got the Young Bucks. So this is your classic tag team rivalry. You know, these guys are always going to put up a good show. FTR is one of my favorites, and so is the Young Bucks. And this is for the EW's World Tag Team Championships. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting one. SG3, who do you got?
Are you first on this one?
I'm going to go with the Young Bucks because I'm going to put the Young Bucks. I don't know.
Okay.
I just feel like. So here's the thing. If the rumors are true, supposedly Adam Cope is going to come back at some point this year. And I feel like AEW's Revolution is like one of their big fours.
Yeah.
So I feel like that night we're going to have Adam Cope and Christian Cage come back from the hiatus and interfere in this match and cost FTR the titles. That is my prediction. The only way that the Young Bucks win this one.
I can see it.
But if they don't, this is a clean win for FTR in my eyes. But I'm going to just go with the Young Bucks. I feel like we're going to see Adam and Christian Cage come back, interfere, and set up their feud against FTR afterwards.
I can see that.
Why
it's just giving me Young Bucks? I'm going to take a chance. Super Kick Party.
Yeah, and at this point, I wonder how many times the Young Bucks have won gold in AEW, those tag team belts. I think it was like already their fourth time.
I can see that.
Yeah, if they win, this is going to be their fourth time capturing the gold. All righty, and let's go into your main event of the night. So this is going to be a Texas Death Match. These matches are always crazy. And this is going to be for your AEW World Championship. We have on one side the challenger, Hangman Adam Page.
Who made this match famous.
Yep, who made this match famous, who wanted this match, by the way, and won it from a fake coin toss from MJF. The MJF was trying to get a fast one on him. Against the champion, which is Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
Or my jealous fan, whichever you want to call him.
And regardless, I think this is going to be a really great match wherever it goes. So here's the stipulation, by the way, guys. We have a big stipulation, and that is this. If Hangman Adam Pages loses his match, he could no longer challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again. Okay, doesn't this remind you of something? What is that?
When Cody did it against Jericho.
Yep, and Cody could not challenge, and that kept true. He never challenged once again, and obviously he left. So, with that being said, SG3, who do you have for this one?
MJF.
I'm going to go with MJF too.
The press conference gave it away.
The press conference did give it away. Plus, I feel like this whole stipulation is bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. In the end of the day, he's going to find a loophole.
Yeah.
Hangman Adam Page. He's probably going to join one of those casino royales.
Nah. MJF gave it away.
How so?
Because MJF said, as long as I'm champion, you can't challenge for this anymore.
Okay, so that could be it. And also could think he could join one of the casino royales and somehow get the loophole out of there.
So yeah.
But then again, it did say he can just never challenge for the AEW. So this is still the same stipulation as Cody Rhodes. We're going to find out. But regardless, I think we all got MJF winning tonight.
Even Wise got MJF.
So with this being said, any surprises during the end of the match? Anything that so put it this way. Anything that's going to get out of. So if MJF wins, is this a clean win?
No, it's a Texas Death Match. Of course not.
But my point is it a clean win with him winning on his own? Or is it with somebody's help?
I can see someone coming in.
So who's that coming in? I'm going to give you one. Alrighty, so put it this way, guys. We're already seeing it. And that is Swerve Strickland did turn heel.
Yeah.
And he does have some sort of alliance and just more of a peace alliance with Hangman Adam Page. But Swerve Strickland is trying to find that edge for him to return back to the title scene.
Mm-hmm.
How about you destroy your alliance that you had with Hangman Adam Page, cost him the title, and start off your feud? That way, Hangman has another feud going on off of MJF to basically focus on Swerve Strickland.
Yeah.
And from there, we know we're going to get some sort of crazy match between both of them and another feud set up. And I'm not against it because whenever these guys get in the ring, it's always gold. It's always gold. There's no bad matches. It's awesome, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So regardless, I think Hangman's going to lose thanks to Swerve Strickland interfering at some point in the match.
Okay, I can see it. And like I said, oh, by the way, Wyatt says I would love Adam Cole to return after the match.
Yeah, there's only in a perfect world that's only going to happen, but
Yeah.
I think he's done with wrestling. So look, guys.
Before we leave, I got one thing for you, brother. Wyatt did another promo, and I want to play the video for you. So, Wyatt, here's your moment. There's another promo for their match: Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning.
Let's see what you say, Wyatt. Let's see. All righty, let's see what the man Wyatt got to say.
Seen enough. I saw the promo from tonight's show on your channel. Buddy, the only way you guys win with Tom Brady is because he deflates the ball. He's a cheater. He always has been a cheater since he's been in New England and Tampa Bay, and then he thank God he's retired. I'm glad he's gone. But what has Peyton Manning done? He's played the game right. He has played the game right. He is the greatest. He's still the greatest, and he will always be the greatest without him playing football.
I don't know about that, Wyatt.
I
Look,
can't
man.
wait when we get to our battle on WWE 2K26. I still got this title, the Wyatt Sledge Championship. This is mine forever. And you guys can't take this away from me. This is mine. I'm the current Father Sledge champion of the It's Riddleless channel. I've been their champion for a very long time. I've had more defenses than anybody on that channel. I've won every single time. I'm the underdog. I am always the greatest. I will be the greatest, and I will still be the greatest after this battle. I will see you soon. Because I'm the champ, and the champ is here. If you want some, come get some.
Okay. All right.
So look, Wyatt. That was a cute promo. But regardless, man, you're not on the same level as me in 2K. I'm just gonna tell you that, man. I like you, Wyatt. I like you, I do. But I'm just gonna have to whoop your ass in 2K with Tom Brady. And look, my man, he is the GOAT. He is the guy who went to another team when people told him you cannot repeat another Super Bowl with another team. This man did it. This man won his titles with the Buccaneers as well. You know, how many fucking quarterbacks could do that past their 40s? Tell me.
Peyton Manning did.
Peyton Manning did once. How many rings does Peyton Manning still has?
2.
2, exactly. But he did it on a team that carried him. Tom Brady carried his fucking team to the Super Bowl.
I think otherwise.
No. Want to compare stats? Bring up his stats. I'll prove it to you. Put Tom Brady's stats of that year compared to Peyton Manning's stats and tell me who had the better stats in the end. I guarantee you Brady's stats are higher than him. And in the following seasons, he even broke more records.
Dude, he had a stacked ass
And you're
team.
not going to tell me the Broncos team wasn't stacked, the defense, that year.
No, Brady was stacked on both sides of the ball that year.
Yes, but you're not going to tell me that the defense for the Broncos didn't carry
on
Peyton Manning's.
On one, not
one, 2.
Exactly. Brady was stacked on 2. That's the difference. He was stacked on defense and offense that year.
And is that it's Brady's fault for being smart and able to develop a team? Because the man was able to get a paycheck cut and pay the players what he wanted to build a team around him. Peyton Manning didn't want to do that. He didn't want to pay the players. He wanted to pay himself. Brady was smart enough to take the pay cut like MJ did in the Bulls back in the day. That's what made Brady great. He knew what to do to build a superstar team. How are you going to blame the man for being smart to take a pay cut out of his own paycheck? That's not his fault.
That's why the next year they decided to also restructure everyone because they couldn't afford anyone.
That's not, regardless, in the end of the day, Brady had the better team because he made the better team. He cut his own paycheck. Look at Brady's paycheck. Look at it throughout the years in the Patriots. He took a pay cut. How many other players have done that in NFL? Tell me. Especially right now with the record-breaking quarterback. I don't know what's going on right now, but these quarterbacks are getting paid like crazy. That's why you're not going to have these super teams like you did back in the day, because everybody wants a higher paycheck. But yet he was smart enough to do it his own way. So regardless, look, the man did it right. And in the following year, even though he didn't repeat another Super Bowl in the Bucks, he still got close to that MVP status. He kept throwing the ball. He kept swinging the ball. He still made it through the playoffs. While Peyton Manning just had to take a high career and get the hell out of there after his second win because he knew he couldn't repeat that once again. I don't know, man. Peyton Manning's not on the same level. I think they're overrated, both these guys. I really do. I'm sorry. And look, when it comes to 2K26, Wyatt, I'm sure you're good, but you're not on the level of the devil here, you know? You're not even going to be close. I'm sorry, my man. I've been playing this game for too long. I've been playing it since the first SmackDown onwards. I'm going look, you tell me how you want your ass whooped, and I'm going to give it to you. And I like you, Wyatt, but I'm going to give it to you on the game. I'm on a whole different beast, man. I'm on a competitive level. If you want deflated footballs, I'm going to give you deflated footballs. I'm going to smack you around, throw them at you, man. And we could do it. What was the stipulation? 3 stages of hell?
Something like that.
All right, so we could get you whatever matches you want, honestly.
Why I choose the matches? Okay, only weapon is a football. Okay.
Oh, so speaking about that, before we close off. So speaking about that, Wyatt, you let me know also when you get the game. I know you're gonna purchase it probably in a couple of weeks or so. So you let me know when you get the game. But speaking about 2K26, it's officially out now. So now it's officially out. You're able to get it. Yeah, so you're able to get it now. I have played a little bit of it. I haven't played a lot. I might be live streaming it pretty soon. So watch out for that. I might be live streaming a couple of matches. You guys get to choose stipulation and the opponents. I'll just fight them. I really don't care. I'm still trying to get familiar with the mechanics because there's a little bit difference, but not too much. But so far, not bad. I'm not gonna say it's better than last year. I feel like it's still similar. But I like the new match types. I did play the I Quit match. That was kind of interesting. I did play the dumpster match. That was kind of fun. I played some of the new features, new matches. I have not played with My Rise or Showcase yet, and I'm on the verge of doing that.
Okay.
But yeah, Wyatt, let's do this, man. Or what else we got?
Got the comments. Unfortunately, I just lost the title this past Thursday. LOL.
How do you lose the title after posting that promo, man? What's wrong with you?
He did it Monday. He got too excited.
He got too excited and he lost already. Oh, man.
Because he cheats, man. That's how he does it. He cheats, man. I'm sorry. He did. All right, cool.
Look, Wyatt, I really can't wait to face you. Get that title back. That way you could give it to me. Because, if anything, I got another title here and I'll put on the line for fun, I'll bring that title out from the dust because we'd really never compete with it anymore.
Never did.
Yeah, so look, regardless, your promo was entertaining, my man. I liked it and all, but when it comes to 2K26, talk with the smack on, but dog, you're going to get your ass whooped when you step in the ring one-on-one with the madness that is me. That's all I got to say. All righty, guys, but for real, though, Ryan, we appreciate you. Appreciate you commenting tonight, as well as who else we had tonight.
We had Wyatt. We had hold on, let me go back. We had Wyatt. We had
shout outs.
We had again Farksan. I'm so sorry.
Just pronounce the first name because make it easier
Far,
for us.
Yeah, we had Far. We had Frank. We had Money Guy. We had Larry. We definitely do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Honestly, we definitely really, really appreciate you.
Like, subscribe,
comment, get the little notifications.
We're on the road for 300s, man. 300s. That's on the road.
Help us get to 300.
Yeah, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll be back probably this Sunday for Revolution. We'll be live streaming it as well as back on Monday right after Raw. So tune in for that, guys. Regardless, you guys have a safe night out there. Oh, yeah. Till the
Peace.
next time.